and welcome to the show. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at Parking Garage Rally Circuit. It comes out today, I believe. I've been given a sort of early access code to this one, and I've been very much enjoying it. This is a very interesting game. In all honesty, it feels a bit like Trackmania. That is what it reminds me of the most out of everything, because it's all about sort of time trialing and very, very precision driving. So I've been playing around. There are 3 different cars to play around with. You have the light car, you have the heavy car, and you have the Ultra that I've already just unlocked. It's kind of a bit of a Metro 6R4-ish. And this is a bit of a Lancia Stratos-ish. And this is, I want to say, like an early Civic, kind of. But you know what? We'll start with the light car. And there are a bunch of circuits that you can drive around. I'm going to start with a track that I relatively like. I think this one here is quite good fun. So the idea is, well, you are doing a time trial inside a parking garage. Pretty straightforward. Now, the way the cars handle is very interesting and very different, to be honest with you. So it's based a little bit on the whole Mario Kart style drift around a corner. Didn't do that corner right. Got to remember to do things a little bit differently. Oh, crap. But yeah, so you hold, in this case, you hold X to drift, and then that will, slide the car about. You then gain a speed boost when you get on the power, when you get on the exit of a corner. Now, the longer you hold the drift, you get it a little bit faster. But here is where the trick bit comes in. You can kind of, I can't think of the best way to describe it, but you can kind of compound speed boost. So if you are just driving around, your max speed is sort of, I think, about 50-something kilometers an hour. With the speed boost going on, you start going faster and faster. And if you start the next drift while going faster, oh dear, then you're, I've had a spin. No, that's just disappointing. So I've had another spin there. I'm not quite sure. You know what? I'm going to go try again because I want to go faster here. But you basically, I did a terrible. So much like Trackmania, if I'm not getting the boost start, I'm just going to restart because I'm going to lose a bunch of time. But I need to drift up the hills to minimize airtime. There's a lot of, despite the fact that on the face of it, this might sound like a very, very simplistic system, it actually gets quite deep because you want to be stringing together these drifts and picking up speed. So while the car might initially supposedly top out at sort of like 60-something kilometers, under 60 kilometers an hour, you can get it considerably faster. But you're not going to be flat out. If you're starting going at 100 and something kilometers an hour, you're not going to be able to hold that speed around the course. So you've got to kind of pick and choose where you want your momentum to be coming from. And, when the car's drifting, it doesn't get anywhere near as much airtime. So these ramps, for example, I'm trying to drift the car. Oh, I've done it wrong there. Oh, that's gone all very badly wrong for me. God damn it. And it's all about this. Yeah, sort of building up speed, maintaining speed, keeping up that sort of sequence, if you will, and it's really, really good fun. I really enjoyed the challenge of it. It took me a little while to get to grips with it. It took me a little while to kind of figure out, this is how the handling works. This is how the cars sort of want to behave. Oh, I thought this was only 2 laps, so I was not paying attention there. Somehow I got away with that, surprisingly better than I thought I was going to. It really did take a while to get the hang of this. But it's really rewarding. It's really good fun just trying to get these cars around the courses. I've beansed it up massively myself there. I got a bit too greedy. I got way, way too greedy. I was trying to hold it for too long on the slide up there. So when the car, the difficulties with the handling model, so to speak, is when you've got the car, when you kind of commit to a direction for the slide, that's it. It is going to be going that way. So you kind of, if you accidentally flick the stick to sort of counter steer at some point, and you've ended up steering the wrong way, you kind of get locked into a slide. So you've got to think about things. You've got to be careful with things as you are driving. It is a really, really challenging, but really challenging, but really rewarding handling model. It will take a bit of time to get used to, but if Trackmania, if that kind of style of time attack is your sort of thing, there is a lot of fun to be had with this one, and it's something different. Now, the thing you will, of course, obviously notice are the graphics. They've gone for an interesting style with this one. We've gone for a much, again, this is another one that's kind of going for the old school feeling to it. Now, I'm not completely sure. It's not my favourite, and I don't mean to. God, don't mean to be rude about it. I'm not sold on the graphical style. I will say that the plus point is the game has got a very distinct identity. The graphics, design choice may not be for everyone, and I could understand why it might put you off a little bit. That being said, it's after a little while, it's almost like you don't notice it. You will become so engrossed in trying to thread the car. I mean, this level here, it starts going to night. That's always terrifying. But it's very easy to get so engrossed in trying to figure out how to get the cars around the course. Oh, I've gone very badly wrong here. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Oh, this has been a scruff. It was going very well, and then it went a bit wrong. You'll get so engrossed with trying to get the car around here that you won't notice the graphics. You won't notice because you're so busy focusing on, right, I've got to sort out this corner, I've got to be going this fast, or I can get away with this fast, I can try and chain this section together to go a little bit faster. What way am I turning because it's dark now and I can't see what I'm doing? All of those kind of things will come to the forefront, so you probably won't notice it all too much. It's only 2 laps. It is only 2 laps. We went quicker. There's still way more speed than that in that car. Way more speed. Apparently, I've got better at this game as time has gone on because we're beating my personal bests very easily. We're beating the gold times, actually, very easily, which is, I say, surprising to me because some of these... I haven't beaten the gold time on this one. No, I hate this track. This is a nasty circuit. Now, maybe I have got better at the game and I'm going to be able to get the gold time here because I spent ages trying to figure this out. How to go quickly around this circuit. Now, we should be able to smash through these if we've got enough momentum, if we're going sideways enough. So the courses, I think there are 10 courses, and they vary in terms of difficulty. They gradually get tougher and tougher as you go through. This one here, I just don't like. That section, the jumping in between the garages. No, I've gone too fast. I don't like because I really struggle. It is difficult to balance that. I want to be accumulating speed. I want to be, making the most because we max out. It's 54 kilometers an hour by the looks of it. So I want to be, picking up as much speed as I can, but you can't go flat out everywhere. So it is a really intricate. You need certainly to be going very quickly. You need a very intricate sort of speed management. And if you want to be going very quickly, in terms of the leaderboard positions, this is very much more of a leaderboard chasing it. There is multiplayer for it. I have not had a go with that one yet, but if you enjoyed things like Trackmania is going to be the one that I end up comparing it to the most because that is the vibe that you get kind of immediately when playing this one. Where is the gold time? It is miles out in front. I mean, I know I had a great start in this, but I was expecting to be able to reel it in a little bit. There we go. We are. Oh no, there we go. That is a very good example of. I landed and I counter-steered out of instinct, but I did the drift at the same time, and I ended up drifting the wrong direction, so I, could not then make the corner. You've got to watch out for that. I mean, that's not a fault of the handling model, that's the fault of me. At that point, I was an idiot and steered the wrong way. All right, let's get as close as we can to the front of some of those cars. Please don't go too fast. I've lifted off the throttle through there to try and make sure I don't hit the ceiling. Oh, no. Please be going quick enough. So you can try to aim for the ramps is where you want to aim for, of course, but you can get away. If you're going quick enough, you can get away with... avoiding the ramps and make the jump, but you've got to be going very well. No, I done it again there. Why do I always do that there? Oh, now all my we're like 4 seconds up on the gold time, and all of my lovely momentum is vanished. You can kind of pick up a bit of speed through here if I get it right. So you kind of drift and then let the boost kick in and then drift again, try and keep the momentum up. So yeah, so you see here, like we get to 82 kilometers an hour, drift, and it goes down to 73, and then you're up to 85, and it kind of, it all adds up. I don't know why that didn't punch through. I wasn't too worried about trying to go around it, because normally if you've got enough speed going on, you just punch through it. Apparently I didn't have enough speed going on. We have picked up a lot of speed over the gold medal time. We're still a second ahead sometimes, and you can see this has been a scruffy run to get to this point. Now I could, if I wanted to, be lifting off. So the trick with some of these like long corners, you can. Oh, I'm getting very close to the ceiling now. This is going to be going a bit too fast. I'm going to go on the brakes slightly. Oh, no, don't do it. Oh, bugger. Yeah, we're in a bit of bother now. I might be able to cheese it. No, I'm not going to be able to cheese it. Nah. Don't like this track. We're going a bit too... I picked up too much speed. We were just going too quickly, and I couldn't... I wanted to maintain too much momentum. Oh, damn him, blast. Now we're 4 seconds down. Should have been better. Could have been so much better. Like, we can be a little bit, not sneaky, but, we can gain the speed through here. But it's not going to be enough. We're getting like a second on the car ahead on the finish time. Yeah. Bugger. And that is... I say the infuriating part. No, that is what this game is all about. I haven't actually unlocked the endurance mode yet. I presume that is more laps. It isn't the biggest number of circuits. I was perhaps hoping for a few more circuits, though who knows, might see some more along the way. Shall we go up for the ultra car? So the ultra cars, they just get faster, essentially. This is the track that... in fact, this is the track that we started on. This is the track that I've got to with the Ultra vehicle, so we will go and set it and give it a go. So yeah, tracks get quicker. The medal times get a little bit tougher. It's one of those that they feel really difficult when you start, and as you start getting the hang of the game, it actually doesn't feel too bad, but doing that is bad. Oh, well, I had so much nitro, I was going on... I think what I'm doing... Oh, I went way too soon there. So yeah, if you don't get a jump start, you will have a terribly sluggish launch. Oh wow, it's all gone horribly wrong. Again, very Trackmania-esque. You will probably be resetting at the start of runs very quickly. Guys, a 4-lap race. So yeah, the races get longer as well. So we've got 4 laps to try and be... I say perfect. I couldn't do that one better if I bloody tried. Oh, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't try and be completely perfect. We know there's a little bit of wiggle room against the gold medal times. Now, slide it. So we want to slide it up the hill because I don't actually want the car to be getting airborne. Here, I do want the car to be getting... Oh, I don't know why it's chucked me sideways there. Now, I think we actually over-rotated it and it started spinning and it then sort of cut the drift and cut the boost, which actually kind of works out quite nicely for me. Into the tight hairpin we go. Nope. Get off the wall. It's scruffy again. It's scruffy again, but the good news is we are still somehow up on the other time. It took me a while to figure out that you're supposed to drift up these hills. The amount of times where I've done that is quite high until you figure out actually what you're supposed to be doing is drift up the hills. Now this one here, I will take the jump sometimes because I want to try and jump those signs if at all possible. This is, again, it's another really scruffy run. If it's scruffy and it still works for the gold medal, sure, but there's definitely way more time. And that is, it is one of those mildly addicting games where you're just trying to go faster and faster because you're looking for that perfect, that pristine run. Oh, wow, I don't know. I'm really surprised. I've not had a car sort of be spinning in the way that this one does. I think it's going so quick in a couple of these places that the drift, it just over-rotates on the drift. So, oh no, come on now. What am I doing? Oh, what's backing going down the hill? That's a new one. I've got 1 lap. It's going to have to be one hell of a 1 lap to make this one work. The silver time is actually not far away from the gold time at the moment. So you've got these ghosts, of course, going around. That's surprisingly close. That's a good little section. We can drift all the way up there. Try and slow it down up here. No, don't do a big wheelie, for heaven's sake. Oh, we're into the city. It's a final lap and it's gone wrong. Well, now, you can make progress. So you can kind of make progress and unlock stuff by getting 3rd place in the races. So it doesn't have to be cruel, but yeah, this is very much about the sort of perfection. I can get a lap really quickly out of this car, but it's the consistency. And I kind of figured out that with the lower tier cars, and you'll gradually learn in the faster tier cars how to be extracting that speed. That was poor. That was very poor indeed. Don't want to go to the airport particularly. Let's go for the heavy car next. Where was I going to go? This one here's interesting. See whether... And there's a lot of little tricks as well to the... Okay, so there may not be the biggest amount of tracks. I might like to see a few more tracks in this, but there are a lot of little tricks really that you can learn about a map. There are little things that you can do to either pick up speed or take kind of shortcuts, because as long as you hit the checkpoints, it does not matter what way you approach them. So this map here, there's a little trick. If you can get things right, there's a jump that you can kind of avoid a lot of stuff. I really struggle to hit this checkpoint. I always turn in too soon, but then we can like sweep around this part. I'm a long way down on my personal bests because we've made a mess of things. Sweep around that part, some long sweeping corners. This bit here is the tough part. Basically, you want to kind of straighten the car up, take the jump there, and then you can land smoothly on the exit, then get loads and loads of speed down here. Oh, and then miss the checkpoint on the next part because you pushed too hard. And then there's snowplows to launch you. Oh, I am not supposed to be up here. I have got a shortcut. Look at me go. I've not done that one before. Didn't know you could. Yeah. I mean, I wonder. Like, I've found. I've not paying attention. I was in commentary mode. I've found little bits and pieces where you can make sneaky gains, and it's great. I really, really like it. It's surprisingly addictive, this one. As I said, if you enjoyed that Trackmania kind of challenging time trial, intricate driving, I've always been a huge fan of like autocross, and this kind of it's very different to autocross. It's not about going through gates and everything, but it's that same kind of precision driving. And this way here, when you've got the added element of, or I say a different element, because you're not you do use the brakes sometimes if you've got massive amounts of boost going on, but you've got kind of like different speed elements you're managing, and it's just in a different way. It's just a different type of driving, a different kind of challenge, which I find very entertaining. Now, can we get that? Oh, look at that! That is what we're talking about. Absolutely lovely through there. That time around, we snuck low enough, and because we've got so much speed carried onto this straight, you can get away. Oh, this bit here is really nasty, and I did a huge wheelie. Nope, did not get that one right. As you can see from my personal best, I also didn't get that particularly right either. Sometimes you just get so much speed, and you are not prepared for it, and you were getting a bit carried away because you kind of need to go as fast as possible. Yeah. I love it. It's a great little arcade racing game, and I say a racing challenge almost. Would like to maybe see some more tracks and the like. As much as these are very challenging as they are, more content is always good. And yeah, the graphic. I hope the graphics don't put too many people off, because it is still very, very enjoyable. I could understand why it might. I certainly hope it doesn't. Interesting seeing all the different lines that have gone on with these ghosts through this part. A lot of different attempts have happened through there. A lot of people have had adventures. I have had this final section here really quickly in the past, if you can get it right, which I have almost got it correct. I think I said you personal best. I'm not actually sure, because we were really quick. Yeah, trying to get it all absolutely perfect is one hell of a challenge, and a really, really rewarding one. So, yeah, there may not be a huge amount of circuits, but what is here, if you want to be getting those, if you want to go leaderboard chasing, if you like the time trial chasing element of things like Trackmania, you're going to have a lot of fun with this one. As I said, I've been very pleasantly surprised by how addicted I've got to trying to go faster and faster. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.